Hello, in today's video, I want to talk about how you can instantly improve the value of whatever it is you're offering. And I know whatever it is you offer, whether it's a product, program, or service, is valuable. Otherwise, you wouldn't be spending your time doing it. But what happens is a lot of times that value gets buried under an overemphasis on the features. So the features being, how it looks, how it works, its functions, steps in the process, that sort of thing. When in reality, we really want to be focusing on the benefits and the outcomes, particularly the outcomes, because that's what sells. That's what people are buying. You, me, anybody selling anything is really selling an outcome, a transformation, a change of state. And so we want to really highlight that part of what you're doing because that's what sells. That's what you're buying when you buy anything, is that change of state. So I've got some slides to share. I'm going to switch over to that. All right, I want to talk about the difference between features, benefits, and outcomes because these get confused. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about features because pretty much everybody knows what those are. Those are the tangible things about your offer, and I think that's why it's so common to feature so heavily on, or to focus so heavily on the features because those are the things you really know, and they're the obvious things. The benefits, you want to think about those as the short-term advantages that somebody gets because of whatever it is that you're offering. So think about it as like, what's giving your customer the leg up? And then outcomes are the long-term gain. So over time, what is that transformation? Like, what are they able now to do or be or have because of using your product, program, or service? Okay, so we can talk about features. Features are important. People do need to understand the physical attributes and how things work about whatever it is that you're offering. But we want to wrap those inside the benefits. So I was trying to think about like a good analogy or metaphor for this, and the acronym FIB doesn't really work, right? Because we don't want to associate that word with this concept. So I came up with the benefits burrito because everybody loves burritos. I love burritos at least. And if you can think about talking about the benefits, wrapping it inside, or talking about the features and wrapping it inside benefits, then you can cover all your bases. I have a few examples to try to drive this point home. So let's talk first about a pressure cooker. Now I have an Instapot and I love it. One of the features is the fact that it can make rice, soups, yogurt, like all these different things. It's an all-in-one. So if we want to do the benefits burrito method, we would say something more like clear the counter clutter. This all-in-one function means you can get rid of like 5 different appliances and have a clean counter, just with this one sleek design. Okay, that sounds much juicier and more delicious than just, it can do these different things. Then if you want to think about the outcome for having an appliance like this, really means you have to spend a lot less time in the kitchen, which means you can have more time for yourself or your family while you're still able to feed your family healthy meals that they're gonna love. Okay, pie maker is my next example because there's a woman in my community who makes the best pies and scones. And we can talk about features, they're made from scratch. We can talk about the flavors of the pies or the scones. But if we want to do this delicious benefits burrito method, then we would say something more like, made from scratch pies with locally sourced ingredients means you can offer this homemade dessert without all that kitchen labor. Or you could think about it like you can pick up a pie on your way to a dinner potluck and you're going to have this awesome contribution. And then over time, if you think about the outcome, you're going to look like a champ in the kitchen without having to spend hours in the kitchen to do it. Or you'll always be the dessert rock star. Okay, another example is a coaching program. So a feature would be we meet once a week for 6 weeks. Okay, fine, but that's pretty boring. So let's juice it up with the benefits burrito and talk about the fact that weekly meetings are going to ensure that you stay on track with everything, that you're able to immediately put into practice everything you're learning. Okay. And then outcomes would be something around like, with these stress busting strategies and reprioritizing what matters most to you, you're going to free up hours in your week. And then you'll go through your week with a greater sense of calm and flow. Okay. Who doesn't want that? That sounds amazing, right? Okay. And then something like an example of one of the things that I do, which is a website design and build. So a feature would be the fact that the pages on the website are mobile responsive, which is boring. But in the benefits burrito style, it sounds a lot better when you talk about the fact that this means you're going to get a high quality, consistent user experience no matter what device someone's using. And then the outcome, the long-term outcome overall, is having a customer-focused website that's as beautiful as it is functional and easy to manage. Okay, so I hope that you'll see how this benefits burrito technique can really highlight the outcomes and the benefits and really juice up the value of your product, program, or service. That's all I have for you today. Thanks again, as always, for watching. Okay, have a good one.